was shocked. Should we even have these labels on the table, bro?
No, I'm not branding nothing for free,
I'm not
bro.
branding shit.
For free? No, bro.
No, only Muscle
Absolutely.
HQ. Muscle Ho,
That's it.
baby.
That's
Muscle
it.
Ho. Okay.
That's it.
Muscle Ho for life.
That's
Muscle
it.
HQ, baby. Okay, what is this? Podcast episode 3. Okay, big man. We got 3rd episode here going today. Welcome, ladies and gents. I'm here with future IFBB Pro. You already know him. Ali, Chocolate Man, Siddiqui. This guy is fucking
Hello.
beast. Today, we want to discuss what most people want to know, right? The first matter of subject, which is people want to know how did this all the fitness journey, like your training, you getting involved in fitness, you going on to win the accolades you've won, the several shows I've been to watch you compete, and the things you've done on stage, and obviously now turning into a passion, obviously going to a venture where we start a gym. So this has become more than just a hobby that we once saw fitness, etc. We used to train there together, when you were young. Because I've seen you develop over the years and seen you grow to become the man you've become. Give us the story, Ali Siddiqui's story, his fitness journey. What put that flame in Ali to get him to where he is today?
Okay, well, that's a loaded question, but what put the flame in me?
Yeah, like what got you started? Like what made you go like I want to become what I am now? Like what? Because you were, if people don't know, Ali was like 100 pounds soaking fucking wet. If Josh could throw up a photo in our podcast, that'd be wonderful. But look at Ali now, because you can see we can barely fit the fuck out camera, right? He's huge. But Ali, if you, what I'm trying to say is, if you can look at how this all came to be for you, that first day where you looked at yourself in the mirror and said, "I'm going to go to the gym for the first time."
Well, to be honest, I had to be dragged to the gym, by my friends. Growing up, I was never an athlete really. I played a lot of basketball. I sucked at it. Played some football, but I wasn't an athlete by any means. I was a gamer. Played a lot of RuneScape. I read a lot of books. That was my thing. I liked reading. But then my friends started going to the gym. I was about 15 years old, and they'd all after school go to the gym, and I would feel left out, right? So eventually they convinced me to go there with them, and at first it just started off with just me hanging out with them. We were screwing around the bench press, throwing weights around, whatever, having fun. But like 2 weeks later, I started feeling different, and about 2 weeks later I started having other people telling me that I'm starting to look different.
A little juicy now,
right?
boy.
That's when you're good at something, you kind of you tend to want to do it more, right? And so I knew that I was doing the same thing as my friends. I was eating this. We'd go out for shawarma after, but I was responding, right? So something I was good at, and I enjoyed training. I always, even now, it's like my favorite part of the day is the hour that I sometimes get to have to put aside everything and train. But I loved it right away. So I loved it and I was good at it, and so that continued on, and it was just a consistent. Like I said, from when I was 15 years old to now, I'm 25, almost 26, just consistent every day.
Understood. Now, here's the thing. Ali makes that sound really easy, but I'm gonna hone in on a part of your life just to show how much work there's involved. Ali, first of all, guys, Ali went to McMaster University, and I want you to hone in on the times you used to walk in the winter. Remember that, because you were prepping. You would take your meals to your classes. And you did your own first prep. Your first show ever.
Yeah.
Take us through the rundown, because you make it seem real easy to be consistent and disciplined, and like just because you're good at it. But to be good at it, you did a lot, Ali.
Of course,
right? Give us a rundown of that McMaster first contest that you prepped yourself for.
Well, it was a lot. I did a lot. Honestly, today you can learn almost anything you want to online if you really are interested to. And so I remember scrounging the internet for YouTube, old forum posts for any knowledge, because I didn't have a coach, I didn't have anyone helping me, like you said. And it was just all day reading books, listening to podcasts, watching videos, and trying and different things and learning. And there were long days. There was days where like you said, had to early morning, wake up, head to the school gym to do my cardio, shower, cook my cream of rice in the microwave in the student center. I remember one prep, I was like 8 days out, and it was a 3-hour lecture, and I pulled out my meal. It was fish and asparagus, right? And as soon as I opened it, the professor called me out. He's not in here.
Because it fucking
you want to eat? You leave? or you wait till the class is done. So I left. I ate the meal.
Okay. So I said, so I left.
That's it. Right. So it's just.
But that just shows the determination, right?
Yeah.
The determination you had to compete and win. And what did you place in that show?
That was.
I think you came first, no?
No.
Show?
That was my second show. I came fourth.
Fourth.
The first show was the one I won. Yes.
And the first show you prepped yourself.
Yeah, the first one I did myself.
And you won.
I won. Yes.
Dang.
Yeah.
And so that's one of your shows. Give us, because you've obviously done several shows. You did the Toronto Pro show. You did the Guelph.
I think 8 or 9 preps I've done now.
8 or 9 preps.
Yeah.
And your most recent victory was the Guelph overall.
Yeah.
Right.
Overall in the bodybuilding, and I won my class in classic physique.
Wow. And so, give us, because you weren't gonna compete in that show.
No.
Right. You just kind of did it for fun.
Yeah.
And you came in and won.
No. Yeah. No. It was I was doing a stringer show, so I had already competed in 2, and the second show was the Toronto Pro Qualifier, and I came in really off that show. I woke up and I just wasn't looking anywhere close to like I did for the first show. I wasn't dry. I looked like I was holding some water, and I didn't do well at all at that show. It was my worst placing to date, really. And then after the show, I went back to the Airbnb, and I was already feeling bummed out, and I pull up my phone, go on Instagram, and I find out that my former coach, passed away, at the age of, he was in his mid-40s, and he had a son. And so it just got me thinking, I put so much into the sport. I put, all that I do with, all the money we spend, what we do to our bodies and the gym and the food and whatnot. Like, am I doing the right thing? And, I started second guessing myself, but, I had a client competing a week later at the Guelph show, and, I told myself, it's just a week more dieting. Let's do it. And I went, I did it. I looked my best. I placed my best, right? And that's what kind of gave me the confidence to say, okay, like this is something that, if you know that if you put your 100% into it, you'll do well. You'll do well at. So that just kind of made me double down on myself. And from then on, it was just, the fire was lit to, once you taste winning, you want to keep winning.
Amazing. And confidence like that spells out what we see here today, right? The success of the gym and what we have going on. That is absolutely wonderful, bro. But I still need more clarification on one thing, because Ali makes it seem easy to win, right? But give us a perspective, because not a lot of our viewers are actually, clients or of bodybuilding or know much about what is a prep. It's a preparation and it's a diet or duration of a certain time.
Yes.
But I want to hone in on what is called as peak week.
Oh, yeah.
Because you had a couple of those back
Hell
to
week. That's what
Hell week is what they call them. Explain to us, like, going to that Guelph overall, like, because did you go in knowing you were going to win that show, or was peak week one of those where like you were dreading every day? Explain to us what a peak week is, how it feels. Like,
well, honestly, it's all every show that I've done, every prep that I've done, it's always different, right? Going into it, obviously you feel more confident if you look good, but it's just really it's odd, because every day it's like for 3 months or 4 months, however long your prep is, you wake up with one thought, and that's prep, and you go to sleep with the last thing on your mind being prep, and every day you're working towards this date. So when the day actually comes, you're kind of like, like, wow, it's here, right? But you don't even really know how you feel. It kind of kicks in after that, all the shit that you put yourself through, and then you
after you eat all the Oreos.
No, of course, and then you start, you start enjoying the off season, and then after a bit you get hit by the bug again, and for some reason you want to put yourself through it all again.
So when's the next bug?
The next bug. Well, once I want to compete again, I'd like to, but obviously once things kind of the gym gets, of
course,
right, and obviously right now with shows here in Canada, it's all so uncertain. We've got like a few clients of mine were prepping for shows this summer that got pushed back already, right? So they're already pushing the shows back. What was it? Fuad's got pushed back, I believe.
To what days?
And the King Kong. I honestly don't even.
They all got pushed back.
They all got pushed back. So I don't even. Yeah. So now I know there's the Mindy O'Brien show in Niagara happening August 14th, I think. So that's what we have our eyes set on. So we'll see how the season goes, and if there looks to be a season this year, then
already
maybe
shape,
I'm there. One of the pro qualifiers towards the end of the year. But again, if I compete again, I'm gonna make sure it's like I can give 100% into this. And
You hear that, people? You guys
can
have
handle
some time
things here.
before Daddy come back on stage. So you guys better take advantage of this moment and try to win some cling clangs, because once Ali come back to the stage, baby,
Yeah. So right now it's more so like I'd like to stay in classic. So I'm not trying to put on a lot of size. It's more so just fixing up imbalances in my physique, bringing up the legs, and looking more symmetrical, proportion.
You say bringing up the legs, but you haven't mentioned. I don't think many people even know in the gym. What's wrong with your knees, bro?
No, so yeah, my knees have been, that's why my legs have been a
Yeah.
problem for so long. As long as you've known me, they're barely functioning, really.
Yeah, really bad knees. You know the garage workouts.
Yeah.
Because we would be stretching for 2 hours at a time instead of training, like you.
Yeah.
But mind you, that was the best decision.
And it's good.
Mobility training that we did, bro.
No,
was the
and
best
that's even now you see me. I spend more time rolling and stretching than anything
I
else.
feel like a fucking ballerina now, bro. I can fucking twirl and fucking throw my legs
Yeah,
up, bro.
yeah.
Shit, man. It's been a problematic for you for some time. The hack squat you did though.
Yeah, no, it's like
barely.
they feel, I work on it and they feel good, and then
Then you break them.
and I break them. Yeah.
But that was it's just a knee injury, right, bro?
Well, it's
both
not,
knees, right?
Yeah, with both knees.
wear and
Sometimes
tear.
one is worse, sometimes the other is worse. But at the end of the day, it's I find ways to train around it, and it's a work in progress. Once the work is complete, that's when you'll see me on stage.
Mm-hmm. And now, are you on any current diet right now, bro? No, right?
No.
Ali, Ali's current diet is burrito
no.
boys, and number 2 in the washroom, bro. We get to eat that one though, right, Josh? Josh, we be eating that number 2 from Ali, that habanero fucking burrito. Hey,
Sir.
burrito boys, you gotta cancel that fucking burrito. Order to our address, Uber Eats, cancel all our burrito orders. Going forward, don't fucking send us any burritos. Okay.
I was pretty sweaty the other day.
Holy shit! Did
yeah.
you see him break the sweat,
What can I
dude?
do,
This
bro?
guy was
Doing
fucking.
fucking cardio sitting at the desk.
Oh, like and people always ask me how what does Ali do for his training? Because he comes in every day and this guy's like an Orville fucking popcorn. He just gets fucking bigger and the rhombo and the shapes just keep changing and shit, growing fucking muscles out of his ears. And I just look and say he had pizza the other day, hamburger in Hamilton, and ice cream. I had about half that, and my belly look another belly. Like my bellies are like colliding. Like what the fuck is going on, bro? I got a fucking fruit roll up going on, and Ali's fucking sitting there shredded, just eating burgers and fries. And mind you, people, this guy's fucking sweating, eating it. So he's burning calories eating. Everybody else puts on fucking blubber. This guy comes in shredded, bro.
Honestly, if you train really hard,
Yeah, that's the best way.
you can eat, and
Yeah.
you need to eat.
Yeah,
right?
you need to eat.
Not always pizza and ice cream, but
Exactly.
the if you're a foodie, you better make sure that you put that food to work in the gym, right? And that's usually for example, with my clients, you can tell who trains hard based on the food you give them. If I give, let's say, a girl 2,300 calories, which is a lot of calories for a female, and she's losing weight or maintain, you can tell that's a girl that trains hard, right? So that's
Food is not the enemy, right?
no, food is, you got to use it as a tool, just like everything else in life, right? You got to use it as a tool to make you better and help you improve. And you don't want it to, food is great, but you don't want it to sabotage, you and your results and what you're trying to achieve, right?
Do you think being in a state of preparation for duration, for example, 16 weeks? Because I hear a lot of stories about, especially with the bikini athletes, they'll tell you, oh, I went on a major binge 2 weeks after the show, had a mental breakdown, and then they kind of relapse. And then you hear that off even some bodybuilders, so they say, bro, post show, I relapse kind of a little bit, and then they don't have a proper rebound, so they put on a ton of weight. Do you think the prep ultimately puts you in that spiral? Or how would you mitigate that? Because a lot of people, because you've been doing 9 shows,
for sure,
bro.
of course. No. So I can definitely, So I would say the biggest thing is when you're in prep, you have to focus more on prep itself rather than the food that you're going to eat after. I see people when they're getting ready for shows, they're following all those cookie accounts and doing their cardio, watching food videos. And I used to be that person too, right? But that puts you in that unhealthy mindset when you're so fixated on food. When you're getting ready for a show and you should be fixated on the show and winning the show, and that's you're putting yourself through this to do well, right? And that's, if you're competing, you should compete to do well, right? No one wants to get up there and embarrass themselves in front of their family and friends, right? So.
I said embarrassed. This guy couldn't just leave it
course.
at lose. He's got
No,
embarrassed in front of
course.
your family. If I look
That's
like a
it.
piece of shit,
course.
waste of my ticket fucking money.
Of course.
I came here to Toronto, drove 45 kilometers to watch your fucking big ass lose in underwear. Are you fucking stupid? Get the fuck back in the fucking car right now. Is that what you're saying?
That's
to me?
exactly
Holy
it.
shit, bro! I'll never go with you to any show. I ain't doing no show as it is. I ain't ever gonna do a show now because you're gonna shit down my throat the moment I fucking lose.
Of course,
This guy
bro.
said, "Embarrass yourself." Nobody should go to a show and embarrass themselves. Anybody right now who's listening to this show who had a slight even hint of want, Ali just took that shit and pissed on it. He said, "Don't go embarrass yourselves. Go fucking win."
No, of
Yes,
course,
sir.
of course, man.
That's the mentality you need to fucking win, though.
Of course.
That's the mentality you need to win.
That's the thing too. Like after my first few shows, I did okay, but I knew and I never came in 100%, and it was always something that I knew it was my fault, right? And I knew I wasn't giving it 100%, and so it came to a point when in 2019, before those string of shows that I did, where I told myself that with this sport we put so much into it, we do so much, sacrifice a lot to do this, and I told myself that if I'm going to do it, I have to I have to do it 100%. And if I fail, if I put 100% of myself into it and I fail and I don't do well, at least I'll know that I did what I could and I can move on to
Did
other
my
things,
best, yeah.
right? Or on the other hand,
And your best was the best.
you
was the
put
overall.
100% into it and you win, and right, and it just reaffirms that if you work hard, you can pretty much achieve anything you want.
Amazing. And Ali, do you provide coaching services?
Yeah, so I do online coaching. I do some in-person training, but that's right now it's a little
And Josh can drop those tags on the comment section and whatnot for Ali's training.
So with the coaching stuff, it's more just online, and it's
Yeah.
working heavily with nutrition, because that's usually what a lot of people need help with. It's just it's so much misinformation out there when it comes to losing weight and what's healthy and what
So give us a rundown. So there's a lot of misinformation about losing weight right now. This is a big topic. A lot of people have been asking. Okay, I get the fat free this, or I get the reduced sodium this, but I'm still not seeing change.
Yeah.
These fads and diets, right? So when someone first starts their journey, like for example, when you first met me, and I was a really big boy, right? I was overwhelmed, right?
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot. There's the paleo diet, there's the keto diet, there's the vegan diet, there's this, and they're all called diets. So when you read
everyone's trying to market something to you, so you don't know what the hell to do and who to follow. Of course,
exactly.
Right?
So you being a guy who's done several shows and has tried a list of formulas and different diets, what would you say for a beginner's first time going to decide to do a show or decide to compete as an athlete,
or even just get Well, the best thing you can do, the absolute best thing, is to hire someone, work with a coach. That's number one.
Not a sales pitch. Not a sales pitch.
I'm not just saying that
not
because
a sales pitch.
it's just something that it's if you want to learn how to do something, you learn from someone that has done
knows
it,
how to do
right?
it,
That knows how to do it, a professional, right? That's what we do. That's why we have lawyers. That's why we have accountants, right? Because these are professionals. That's why we have Josh, right?
Josh is a different kind of professional.
Exactly, right?
Guys.
So you leave the professionals that they help you and guide you, right? And it comes down to that. But if it's just something that like myself, obviously, I didn't always have a coach. There's a lot that I learned. Myself, and again, that took a lot of reading. So this isn't knowledge that just comes to you. You have to actually sit down and take the time to be willing to learn. But the information is out there, and like I said, with the internet, you can find anything, and there is a lot of misinformation. But when it comes to looking good, feeling good, being healthy,
Dr. Google is the one to
It just
visit.
comes down to a few simple things, that all of us can do. That doesn't take anything really. Drink more water. Have less sugar.
And I know you're all thirsty from this pandemic, so you better be drinking lots.
Right. So
get that Gatorade.
Just simple things that really everyone knows. If you thought to yourself critically, like, why am I still fat? You know what it is.
You're eating too fucking much. Tape your fucking mouth, you fat shit.
You know what it is,
Fuck
right?
me, man.
So
gotta eat everything.
The benefit of having, I know that my clients use, because they all know what to do to lose weight, but the benefit of having someone, a accountable, that you're accountable to, that you're checking in with, that
Yes.
is there monitoring you and you know, assessing your progress and is there for you, right? So a lot of people find that you know, that kind of that watchful eye to be valuable, right? And so I know you found it valuable, me watching everything
Bro,
you eat. In
that
here.
was that was the best thing I did. This is the best I've felt and looked in a long time. Down 22.5 pounds, and bro, just holding size. When I say it's not a sales pitch, getting a coach and someone, and also not every coach is a good coach, guys. Believe me, there's some coaches that go out there and give you cookie cutter diets that they throw onto like 15 different people. It's the same fucking diet, right? They'll give you the same nutrition plan, same workout plan. They don't personalize the experience. With guys like Ali, for example, when I work with him, not only does he go above and beyond for me, but he checks what I eat at work, which is easy because, I mean, I work with him. But mind you, his online clients, for example, less than 24-hour turnaround time. If it's an emergency WhatsApp message, feedback is second to none. Like when somebody asks you about nutrition, bro, I've seen the post. You send them like research articles too, even proving, and then the supplement and why they should take it, and then attaching scholarly articles. Like it's not just like you just say take this because this will improve, but you also educate the client at the same time. So coaching isn't just a change in your physique; it's a change in your knowledge as well. And I think a lot of people, when they go, well, it's expensive. Well, you're paying to go to university. You're paying what, like $9,000 a semester, right? You're paying average coach $200 to $400 a month, but you're learning something invaluable that will last your lifetime. It's a lifestyle change for sure. Is it difficult? 100%. I'm a guy that loves to fucking eat, bro. Love to fucking eat. Love to eat, baby.
Yeah,
Right?
me too.
I love
I'm
devouring
thinking,
that
I'm
shit.
thinking about my next meal right now.
I like that Bonafide 2-piece, baby. How about we have that with some biscuits?
Oh my God.
Yeah, but going back, a coach is a vital. Ali's been making me look my best. I'm whole ready, summer ready, baby. Let's fucking dance. Ali, going back on topic for a second, man. In regards to the training that we've been doing here with clients and the training we've been doing here with members and whatnot, we have something new coming down
we
the
have
pipe.
something new coming. We're very excited. We've got group training coming out now too, right? So we know that a lot of people right now they want to be able to enjoy the weather. They want to be able to get active. There's not a lot of opportunities out there for gyms and whatnot to be open, obviously. So there's a lot of people we know that live far away and can't make the commute here to justify obviously the membership, right? So this provides an opportunity for kind of the community to get together, right? Us to get some actual fresh air and do something fun outside, right? So we're very excited to get that going with our trainers, right? Right now we've got obviously Obi and Natasha that have come on board, and
Wonderful trainers.
we've got booty camps.
I'm
got
going to that one. Yeah, baby.
We got the core workshops. We got the high intensity interval stuff, right? So we got a whole lot of things planned, catering to different people. We're getting involved with the community again, like I said, reaching out to different organizations and whatnot. So that's something that
we reached out to a few. We're not going to reveal anything just yet.
No, just not until everything is set in stone. Obviously,
when things are set in stone, we'll let you guys know a few more things. A lot of big exciting news happening at HQ.
Always.
Our merch is almost here. Almost here, guys. And the podcast will drop, right? If you're listening to this by now, it's already dropped, right?
It's definitely been out by now.
Yeah, so by now, it's been dropped, right?
If you're listening to this episode, it's definitely out. So, yeah.
Yeah, and blame Josh, because he had like 19 dates in a row, and he kept telling me, bro, after this one, after this one, after this one. And I kept telling the guy, bro, listen, the shortest can wait, please. The business needs you. We're desperate for you. He just sends me the invoice and says, I'll be right back. Goes off 15 more fucking dates, right? Comes back, tells me, brother, I'm kind of tired. I look at his back. He got Dyson marks all over his fucking spine. This guy looked like he got sucked by Dracula for 15 hours straight. And he's trying to tell me, so better have the podcast ready. I know why you don't have the podcast ready. Ladies, you need to leave my man alone for about 24 to 48 hours so this motherfucker can type this bitch out and fucking post the fucking thing. I'm getting fucking tired of waiting for this fucking guy. Okay, he's a white guy, so I can't do anything about it, right? I'll go to jail for life, go to my baby, sucking dick for hours and years. Okay, so please, ladies, stay off Josh's piece for a little bit longer. Okay, 24 to 48 hours. He's looking extra juicy, extra handsome. But fuck me, ladies, 48 hours. Josh, put this shit out now. Thank you, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done this fucking episode. Ali, any last remarks to say? Wonderful. Josh, anything to say? And Josh, before you say any other girls' names, right, just say something clean for once, man. Fuck me, but you smell like you just had sushi, man. Just hurry up, bro. Close this fucking thing out.
Well, appreciate everyone listening to the podcast. You know, we have a lot of cool things coming to you your way in the next few weeks. And yeah, so the past obviously few weeks, my laptop has been broken and
I'm
not been
haggling.
drowning in everything that Sobhi's talking about
He's
over there.
swimming in
But
that shit.
no,
It's
but-
a wild caught Alaskan salmon type of day for this guy today.
But no, we have got a lot of cool shit dropping, videos, photo shoots, the whole nine. Podcasts are obviously going to be out by the time you fucking hear this, that's for sure. But yeah, HQ and Schofield Company are out saying pretty cool shit now. And yeah, we're
Big things, guys. Big things. Thanks for listening. Have a wonderful day.
Take care, everyone.
Take care.